Okay guys, we're at YCS Utrecht. I'm here with Callum. He got top 64 and was third after Swiss. He's kind enough to show off his deck.
Great. Thanks. So I played True King Dinosaur, and I did a meta-analysis on Sunday night, and it came up as seeming like the best deck to me. It was based off the list that came top 4 at the UDS, and it worked really well. I lost one match in Swiss. And on the last round of Swiss, I played on table 1 against Jack Verma and beat him, and then I finished third after Swiss. So yeah, it was good. Great. So 3 soul eating Overraptor. Cool thing is you can destroy your opponent's dinosaurs, like in the mirror for example, and summon stuff from the grave. 3 Miscellaneousaurus, which is one of the best cards.
Somewhere in the deck.
One more dinosaurs is Giant Rex, and 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. If you summon it and then it goes to the grave, you can special summon it back with Overraptor. And then, so that's a great follow-up play you can do.
All the resources
the babies, the 1 petite and
gives you another 4
things.
that you can.
You summon, sometimes you need to summon Pancratops of this.
Level 4.
The one Ayolo, which is often a brick, but sometimes you can normal summon it to make Trish, or normal summon it to trigger Lost World, or it's just a fire in hand so that you can trigger the fire tricking. And so 1 Pancratops, which is great. Pancratops is especially good because it can be very hard in the early turns to get the extra monster cards in the grave to summon Ultimate Conductor. And Pancratops just immediately gets 1 in grave and out to the back row, or a monster. Super good. Okay, so some anti-meta cards. It's a going second deck, blind going second every time. Double Doggeran, which can also be searched for by Overraptor.
2 storms only because of space.
And in one match I've gone through all my resources and I banished 8 dinosaurs from my graveyard with Miscellaneousaurus to summon Doggeran because I had nothing left. It was great. True Kings, 1 Mythogazm, and 3 Agnimazard. Sometimes I had to out a Baguska by banishing, destroying some fires to summon this guy to banish the Baguska. That's a bit awkward, but it's good. Also, we had a massive ruling query. I checked with the head judge on the Friday night, and the question is, if you trigger a True King card in hand, and then you change something else such that on resolution you can no longer destroy the 2 cards. The most common situation is you activate True King in hand and you discard Miscellaneousaurus. So now on resolution you can't destroy a fire. Can you still destroy another card? And me and the head judges did some research and we decided that yes, you could destroy another card. And that came up once or twice and they appealed it every time and it was correct. So that was quite helpful if I want to trigger Miscellaneousaurus and still blow up a baby, but I don't want to. Yeah, that's right. Use it to blow up a baby and trigger Miscellaneousaurus. Okay. So that was fun. Okay, spells. 3 Fossil Dig. 3 Lost World. Lost World's good. Please learn all the effects of Lost World because it's quite relevant. And then the terraforming, which normally search diagram if I drew one of the babies. Diagram plus the baby is like the full Trishula and True King of all Calamities combo. And you can do that mid-game, you can do it first turn, especially if they make you go first, or especially on the first turn of the duel. Yeah, fantastic.
So you think that playing Trish is optimal?
So I've not scanned across all the different dinosaur variants, but it was exceptionally important to have Trishula and True King of all Calamities combo because so it's a going second deck, so it doesn't try to make boards, but if they make you go first, the only board that no deck in the game can break at the moment is True King of all Calamities. Everyone else is playing like Kaijus or Lightning Storm or whatever, but you make True King of all Calamities and you keep a Miscellaneousaurus in grave, so the next turn you can banish it to summon Overraptor to add Ultimate Conductor and kill them that way. So if they did make you go first and I had the True King of all Calamities combo, it was fantastic. Although I did lose one game where I made that because of Trishula. I banished my opponent's Giant Rex and it was summoned, and then he normal summoned a monster and made like Abyss Dweller and passed, and then I couldn't kill him and then he was able to come back the next turn. But other than that, I always game every time.
Okay.
So yeah, highly incredible power if you draw a diagram with a baby. That's the top level of power for this deck, and yeah. And then set rotation, which often searched diagram when relevant. And then I also played one Mystic Mine, which is also really good to search off set rotation or terraforming to stall for a bit. You can also out your opponent's Mystic Mine with set rotation. You can also turn off their board and then summon Ultimate Conductor Tyranno and clear the whole board. So that was very fun. Okay, spells, 3 Pot of Extravagance. You have to play this at the start of your main phase, so that means that they can use Trigate on it or something like that, which you normally don't want them to do because you're going to kaiju the Appaloosa, so they can't use Trigate anyway.
Okay.
But it was, yeah, it was good. In one game, I banished. It was against Matteo Modani in round 11, and he's playing Going Second Spiral, and I broke his board because I had a really good hand. And then throughout the course of the duel, I drew all 3 of my extravagances, and I resolved all of them. So not once through the whole duel did I look at my extra deck. The duel went on for 40 minutes. I was just looping dinosaurs, and on the 42nd minute or something, still having not used my extra deck the entire time, I went to the battle phase, and time was called, and I had 100 life points left. And but I had the Ultimate Conductor to attack over both his monsters, and it was game. That was like the best game of the whole weekend. It was fantastic.
Nice.
We both made a few mistakes. It was late and it was hard, but yeah, it was real good.
Yeah, tournaments get tiring.
very tiring. Yeah, I actually took a pillow and slept in between rounds in day 1, which helped a lot. Yeah,
Power naps of life.
I would have taken the pillow on day 2 as well, and that would have helped a lot, but it was pouring it down with rain, so I just chucked the pillow when I got to the door and left the pillow at the hotel, which was sad. I think I could have done better if I brought the pillow with me, so shout outs to the pillow. Okay, more Going Second cards. To Lightning Storm, it's not very good against Eldritch Winder and face down monsters and Exeus monsters in defense mode, but it's good at clearing back row. Mind Control, which is good against Winder, and if they've only got 1 monster, it's great to take it. And then finally, just 3 evenly matched.
How good was this card?
Yeah, it was very good. It met my expectations. I expected it to be amazing, and it was amazing.
Nice.
Especially if they make the full board and you just kaiju them and then play evenly matched or something like that. So, real good. Oh, and if you're playing Spiral and you fail to end on Nightmare Cerberus, which often they can't, then they are forced to negate the Lightning Storm, and then you can evenly match them.
Of course.
So extra deck, we play as an Extravagance build, so you have to play through these, and I wouldn't take out any of these. I tested without it, and then I realized, no, you have to play 3 of them, because the combo comes up too often, and the combo is very important. 2 Dolka, which is really good. 1 Lagia, very good. 1 Dweller. So if they made you go first, which often, in fact, they almost always made me go first after game 1. We weren't sure what to play. We didn't really like the artifact cards because they were a bit bricky, and we realized you could just make Dweller in defense mode, and hopefully Spiral can't kill you through Dweller. Hopefully, most decks can't. Hopefully, and then you can use all your Going Second cards and come into them the next turn. So that was the first turn play. If you didn't have, just Dweller going first. Dagares, Sight on Knights, some Link monsters. Nightmare Phoenix came up quite a lot. Pentas Stag, which is a generic Link that has a down arrow. And finally, Nightmare Cerberus came up a couple of times. I use it once to destroy an opponent's Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. You can also pop the token to trigger your effects. One of the most valuable aspects of these 2 cards is that they discard a dinosaur to get you to summon Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. That was a big challenge on the early turns to actually summon Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. So they helped. Okay, that's it for the extra. Extra was great. Side deck. So, siding, if you win game 1, you're not sure if your opponent's going to make you go first or second. So if you have cards that are good for both, that's what we did. All my opponents made me go first, except the pendulum guy and maybe one other guy. So I wish I'd maybe decided Sanctum, but I couldn't be sure, so maybe it was
Yeah, of
best.
course.
So I played 3 Droll Lockbird, 3 Nibiru, 3 DD Crow, and 1 Cosmic Cyclone.
Okay.
So against a range of different combo decks, I would side in these if I wasn't sure if they'd make me go first. And I'd side out a lot of the going second cards like Lightning Storm or Evenly Matched. So if you do the Dweller play, if they make you go first, you can't always use Lightning Storm or Evenly Matched the next turn. So I sided some of them out and don't want to overside. And then different ratios of Nibiru and Droll and Crow and Cosmic depending on what combo deck I was playing against.
Yes.
And they were pretty good.
Nice.
And then to make sure you break the Spiral board, 3 Dark Ruler no more.
Of course.
Or any other deck that makes a completely unbeatable board. And then finally, 1 Red Reboot and an extra Lightning Storm to side in against trap decks.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd also side in the Cosmic if I was against trap decks.
Of course.
That's the list. So with the theory, especially for the side deck, massive shout outs to Pierre Luigi Sorrentino. Fantastic help with the deck and the extra deck and siding theory and all of that. That was really awesome. Other shout outs, big so much thanks to the guys that lent me cards. I owe you so much. Dex, Line, Ace and Numa, Tom Nash, Luke and Morgan and everyone at Chesterfield. You guys are awesome. For love and support, thanks to Lee Yugioh, and then to the people I play with at Brotherhood and Sneak Attack in London. Thanks so much. That's it.
Thank you very much, and congratulations on your talk.
Thank you very much.